So let's take a look at the Intel Core i7-5600U, a Broadwell U-series processor. The Broadwell U-series is intended for thin laptops with great battery life and, substantially improved graphics performance. So Broadwell is basically a successor to the Haswell processor, and most of the architecture stays same, at least on the CPU side, and the process itself is improved from 22 nanometer to 14 nanometer. So Intel works on its new fabrication facility every 2 years, and this time it's basically a process improvement from 22 nanometer to 14 nanometer, which brings the power envelope improvement. So basically get the same processor performance at lower power consumption. Intel has used most of the available processor to improve its graphics section. Though on the CPU side, Intel has done a little bit of work on low-hanging fruits, including improved branch prediction and bigger buffer size. We also have some new instruction sets that software can take advantage of, though it will take time for its adoption. Uh, Basically, with all this improvement, we can see a 5% processor performance improvement over Haswell with the same clock frequency. We have this particular process i7-5600U is aggressive in the sense it's dual core and 4 thread, and it's clocked aggressively at 2.06 GHz in base clock, and as soon as there is a requirement of more processing power, the CPU can increase its clock frequency to 3.2 GHz. So that is a substantial or aggressive clock, given the fact that this processor is still rated at 15 watts, just 15 watts. So you are getting all the improved processor performance while using very small um, power. The graphics, on the other hand, is much better story. We have we have now have a support for the DisplayPort 1.2, which basically DisplayPort is basically it allows you to um, send data at a very high rate that includes the information for the display, maybe 4K resolution display, and in that same port it's able to send the data for example USB 3.0 and other. For the first time, we will have a DirectX 11.2 support. So Intel catches up with AMD in support of this latest DirectX support. With this improved graphics, we should now have most of the game playable in low settings, and many of them should also be playable in medium settings. Of course, it will depend upon the game that we are playing, but we are now, Intel is now in a stage where it's going to catch up with AMD in terms of the integrated graphics as well. So uh, this 5600U comes with the ST Graphics 5500, and Intel has adopted a nomenclature where this number 5500 it reflects a proportional increase in the performance. For example, 5500 is going to be less in performance compared to 6000 or 6100, but it's better in performance compared to ST Graphics 5000. So I hope this gives you a very broad overall idea of what i7-5600U is. The processor is still not launched, so we do not have all the numbers for benchmarks, but you can follow the description where we'll have updated information on this processor, including its power performance and the benchmark. Thanks for taking a look.